Hello everybody, good morning, how you doing? It's about 12 p.m. Morning to me because I've been in bed since, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. last night, or this morning. But I was basically sitting in bed and I just jumped out of bed. I'm not groomed, I'm not anything. I just jumped right out of bed because I was doodling around on my phone. And I found out that June 30th, the Cult of Chucky, the first actual trailer, was just dropped. And if you remember the teaser, I did a whole video on the teaser trailer. But now I'm going to see the actual trailer for the new movie. I'm so happy. Chucky's was he's one of my favorite, the Child's Play franchise is one of my favorite horror franchises. So, I don't want to talk anymore. I'm just going to jump right into this. Let's check this out. I'm really excited. I just know it's going to be good.
I was 6. My babysitter was murdered.
And they never caught him?
Justice was done.
Wanna play?
Mika, the murders were real. Chucky never was. That's right. He was a fantasy. A delusion.
Are you feeling better now?
I don't blame you for being afraid. I was very ill.
Chucky told me. He's coming for you.
It's important that we all explore it together as a group. I think I have something that will help.
Oh boy.
Whoa.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
Why would you bring that into there?
First, he'll kill each and every one of you in the most horrible ways you can imagine. And then he'll kill me too. Come to mommy. Oh, come.
Are you afraid of the truth?
Terrified. You should be too.
Night night. And they call me sick?
Wait a minute, there's 2 of them?
You kill us all!
A true classic never goes out of style.
Okay, so going back, first of all, that was pretty cool. Didn't reveal much about any extra added story parts in the film. With that, I mean any extra shit about, the backstory. Like, in Curse of Chucky, they had a whole thing about his backstory. That included Nika and her family. She's in a mental institution from Curse of Chucky, so it was weird watching the trailer. I kind of already know who's gonna die. My big question actually going through watching this was the one doctor who's so eager to get them cured by, it's in a therapy group, and he's giving them a Chucky doll to be around. It's fake, it's just a doll. I'm so shocked with all the fucking controversy around the toy. Why no one is turning their heads. Nobody. Countless people have been fucking killed by him. Countless people have experienced him being alive. Many of whom are still alive? Yeah, many of whom are still alive that I'm 90% sure he didn't kill off yet. Because I remember in the second movie, they explained that Tiffany, because they're back together for some reason. I don't know what him and Tiffany's thing is. He kills her, she kills him. For the past few movies, they've been the cause of the death of one another. And then they team up at the end. Maybe that'll happen in this one, I don't know. But basically, it explains in the last one that she's been mailing him to all of his past enemies. And he's been killing them. I don't know what his big thing is now, if you really can't die anymore. Because he wasn't defeated in the last movie. If I could separate that from the rest of the films, one thing that's very surprising, he wasn't killed in the last one. In the other ones, he was always blown up, melted, shot to death, whatever. In the last one, he was stabbed, but you clearly see that it had no effect on him. He cannot die anymore. Which is interesting. But I don't know. But it looks pretty good. The trailers, I could see in the beginning when grown-up Andy was talking about, oh yeah, my babysitter was killed when I was younger. And they kind of did like, I guess a remastered version of the famous fall of his babysitter falling out of the window onto the car. It looked like new, like maybe like a new actress, they just redid the scene entirely to just like update it. Because obviously they can't have like an HD 21st century, not 21st century, like 2017 film with a scene in there from 19 God knows what. So I totally understand. I'm just going to go through this one more time to see if there's anything else I missed out on.
I was 6.
But that was just really interesting.
Murdered.
Yeah, new scene.
And they never caught him?
And they never caught
Justice was done.
Yeah, and he made sure of it. He set the fucker afloat. It's... I imagine that it's going to be Nika fighting Chucky throughout the majority of the movie, and then I think Andy's going to show up at the end and kick some ass, like to save her and prove that it's right. Either that or they're both going to end up in an insane asylum. I don't know. But Andy looks like he's been able to find his way around it. Because he looks decently adjusted. In the last film, it's interesting because in the last film, he, what do you call it? In the last film, he found Chucky was mailed to him and he shot him in the face with a shotgun. So I'm curious how it went from that ending to this, where Chucky's like, fuck it, I'll go after Andy later, I'll go after Nika now, and then maybe Andy shows up and kills him. Also, somebody's got to off Tiffany, because as long as that bitch is around, Chucky's definitely going to keep getting rebuilt. He's definitely going to keep coming back. Also, what the hell happened to Glenn? I'm sure a lot of people are wondering that too. Whatever happened to Glenn? Just a character you don't hear about a lot. Completely left out of the previous film. Which questions the whole, canon of the series, I guess. But to me personally, I think the entire thing is canon. I think they just don't care to elaborate on certain things in certain movies. But hopefully in the wrap-up film, the film that will finally be the last Chucky movie, which maybe they'll entitle End of Chucky. I don't know. Because they've had, let's see now, there's Child's Play, 1, 2, and 3, Bride of Chucky, Seed of Chucky, Curse of Chucky, and now Cult of Chucky. I always thought they were going to do the movies in threes, because you got the original first three, which obviously are part of, like, I guess you could say part 1 or segment 1 or age 1. Then you got the second arc, which is Bride of Chucky and Seed of Chucky. And now you have the new one with his new redesign, which consists of the films Curse of Chucky and Cult of Chucky. So, I always thought Cult was going to maybe explain, maybe he just has like a group of people that worship him that are intent on bringing him back. So he'll never actually die, because as long as people want to bring him back, he'll keep coming back. So that's very interesting. That's an interesting idea. I don't know. It's a good idea. I don't know if they'll do anything with it. But yeah, just let's go through this one more time.
Play?
Nika, the murders were real.
Chucky never was.
That's right. He was a fantasy. A delusion.
Are you feeling better now?
I really hope they're not going to do that whole thing that they did at the end of the fucking, what do you call it? The Halloween franchise, where they finally had Michael Myers kill Laurie Strode. Because, I don't know, I worry now if ever a horror franchise ends up in an insane asylum. I worry now that they're going to go that route. Because to kill... I definitely think that Andy, all these years later, it would be better to see Andy just completely off Chucky for good. Off Tiffany, too. But, I don't know. We'll see what happens, and, moving on.
You for being afraid. I was very ill.
Chucky told me. He's coming for you.
It's important that we all explore it together as a group. I think I have something that will help.
It brings out a Chucky doll. That's a terrible idea.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
Now I'm interested to see the people that are going to be in the group with her. Are those going to be the actual people from the previous movies that had survived? Because I don't know whether to factor in the comics or anything, but I know in Bride of Chucky, the couple that killed Chucky, it said something to the effect of Chucky, they broke up after a while, then Chucky went after the guy, killed him, and then the girl ended up moving to a lighthouse and turning the lighthouse into a fort because she knew one day Chucky would come for her. I don't know if it's going to go quite like the comics. It might just be like, oh hey, all the people that survived his killings ended up in this insane asylum, and now they're in this little therapy group. Other than that, I don't know why these random ass people are put in a therapy group for anti-Chucky reasons, but
First, he'll kill each and every one of you in the most horrible ways you can imagine.
that's usually how the series works. Yes.
And then he'll kill me too.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're the main character, so you may,
Are you afraid of the truth?
It's bad because this doctor, I keep wondering what's happening with this doctor. He's so obsessed with helping everyone. He's got the needles, not looking scary at all, but at the same time, in the trailer, they clearly show him dead, so I know he's going to get killed off, so that just kind of ruins that. At most, he might have some kind of cool backstory connected to Chucky. Maybe he's an old accomplice. Maybe he's the son of, Eddie or something. Remember, Chucky's first accomplice? Something to that shit.
You should be too.
Night-night. And they call me sick?
Of course, the return of the beautiful one-liners.
Wait a minute, there's two of them?
Kind of too late for that. He's also slightly scarier in this one. I know they put more definition to his eyes and making him evil and shit, so that's pretty cool.
A true classic never goes out of style.
And of course, Jennifer Tilly with an excellent, what's the word? Allegory? Is that the word? An excellent phrase, pretty much to sum up the series. Coming soon, Blu-ray, DVD, and digital. You mean it's not getting the film release? What is this? Gold of Chucky, check out new trailer starring Jennifer Tilly, Brad Dourif, and Fiona Dourif. That's right, Nika is Brad Dourif's daughter. Be the first to watch, comment, and share trailers and movie teasers, clips dropping soon, blah 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 blah. Chucky vs. Annabelle. Oh, somebody commented Chucky vs. Annabelle, Dawn of Dolls. That's pretty funny. They're making another Jumanji? Oh, pardon me. I'm just looking at all the side shit now. I'm gonna do a fucking video for each one of these. This is so interesting. You got the It trailer, Death Note finally has a good trailer showing us what Ryuk looks like. We got a War for the Planet of the Apes trailer. I'm not really interested in that. We have what the fuck? Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, with of course fucking what's his face, Kevin Hart. I swear, what is it with Kevin Hart lately? I remember last year, a few months ago, whatever. Kevin Hart was in a movie every fucking month. Happy Death Day trailer. Voldemort, just more Harry Potter shit. Just keep tacking on the Harry Potter shit. I don't give a shit about Harry Potter anymore. Yeah, so definitely gonna look through these. We got a lone Quicksilver movie. Top 5 most disturbing upcoming horror movies. Blah 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 blah. Strangest people. Okay, well, I think that's going to do it for this Chucky trailer analysis. Got to jump on top of the rest of these trailers, so I will see you guys later on, and stay tuned for more trailer analysis. Adios!